Okay, we're back. Fun fact, this actually pulls more watts than a Skywalker. I didn't know that. Yeah, I think it went up to like 1500. I'll have to double check. I put it on this cooling mode. I went to first crack. I just got it to first crack after starting it up. So I am going to cool this down. I'm just going to rebuild it. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right. So fun fact, you get an SR800, you definitely want like it on a 15 amp circuit, not connected with anything else. I did not know that. And this does 200 grams. So let's drop that out. That's on its cooling cycle. Still hot. Fancy cooling, bean cooling right here. Okay. Somehow it has worse cooling than Skywalker. That's a little impressive. Okay. All right, let's cool this unit off. We're gonna take it apart. And hopefully we're gonna rebuild it and not release the magic smoke like I did last 2 days ago. We'll cool it down first. I mean, it's not too bad of an experience. It's definitely an upgrade from a popcorn popper. But I see why people like to use the they would rather just use like an IR lamp. Oh, somebody asked a question. Let's see. I think Ahmed asked a question. Okay. Thought I saw something wrong. How to connect the high beam. Yeah. I mean, RR is just a calculation of the beam temperature, so it could definitely calculate it, and you could adjust it with lowering the heat over time. But yeah, I'm not using a Mass Tech. Just literally we buy one of these. I think this is like an $80 unit. And hold on, let me get this camera set up. Go back. A good data string. Top Osmo. Start this camera. Go. Turn. Gotta go back the other way. So they sell these like high beam Pro Arc models. I think the Pro model just comes with the environmental temperature side. But if you want just for an SR800, you would just connect it to this. So let's see. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna rebuild this thing. So we're gonna take this apart. It's still kind of hot, but it's all right. We'll be fine. Let me get the instructions up. Copy this top Osmo here. Paste that in there. There we go. Okay. Let's replace this screen. We'll put this one up. Sorry, I'm just readjusting the screens there. Right. Then I'm gonna pop this screen in. Okay. All right. So it says in the torques, we're going to take this cover part out the bottom. So here we're going to take out like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the top 5, 6, 7, something like that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. Let's go back up here. Okay, I want to set one of this board. Make sure I pick the right song. Turn my speakers on. All right, let's build this thing. So after a failed attempt, I realized I need to put this on its own circuit. So I'm not going to bother roasting it again how it is stock. I'm going to put the Rostlink on, okay? Yeah. All right, this song sucks. and this is unplugged. So I will not be killing myself today. Oh. Let me see if I have one long enough to get. Not it. TX. Oh, it's not. Okay. I gotta find a smaller one. Or a bigger one. This is a TX10, so I need a TX16. Torque 16. Work. There we go. I should put this in a little tray too. Okay. So this one, there's a black wire here. And there's a black and white wire. I need to remove that whole assembly. Let's see. Cut the wire from the PCB fan. If you want to revert to mod, leave a couple inches. Connect to the wire later with a Wago or a similar connector. Okay. So I'm gonna leave an inch off of this wire. Where's my wire stripper? I just had it. Oh, this will do. The crimper. Here it is. This wire, they said maybe leave an inch off, so I'll just cut it right. And then to disconnect or unsolder, this cable is unused in the core, so I'll just leave that disconnect. Leave a little bit again in case I want to revert this. Okay. So that wire is unused, so I could just, I'll heat shrink it later. Oh no, I'll put a Wago on it. Wago, Wago, Wago. I'll use this to cap it until I find another thing to cap it with. I'm gonna use the inline Wago on the other one. Leave that out like that. For easier access, additional wires, you can partially remove the fan, heater element, and the power board. But don't pull as hard as a couple things. Okay. Go to the next page. Okay. So 3, you can disconnect these 4 wires in any order. That's the bottom black wire. See if I can pull this out, give a better view. We'll just pull this thing out. You can't just pull it out like the Skywalker. Huh? All right, I gotta push 2 of those sides in. Okay, I gotta come up and cut it. Right. Leave that alone. I need to just take out this bottom wire right down there. I think it does that clip thing too. No, it doesn't. So just push in, pull right out. Okay, that's 3. Disconnect thermistor connector from the main PCB. So when it takes the instructions, can't kind of see it, but there's like a little thermistor wire right here. Usually you could tell they're thermistor wires because they usually don't have like a color coding to it. It's just whatever. Because either way you plug it in, that's will give you the same info. There's no like ground or negative or positive. This. Oh man, there's a lot of it there. So I just pulled that little thermistor wire out. That's wire number 4. 5. Disconnect the green cable from the fan heater assembly. That's ground. And then 6, cable coming from the heater fan assembly to the power. Oh, okay. Basically, you're just taking out this whole. Good. All right. So basically taking this whole thing out. So now we get to this part. You'll end up with a thermistor connector and two uninsulated female connectors coming from the fan heater assembly. Everything else that is coming from the assembly should have heat shrink and insulation. Do not proceed if there's more than one. 2 black strips. Oh, just need these 3 wires right here. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna cap off this one for now. You'll end up with 2. Okay, you'll end up with the thermistor connector. Got it. And 2 uninsulated female connectors coming from the fan. Everything else that's coming from the assembly should have heat shrink insulation. Right, next page. Insert the heater fan assembly into the core legs long. So that the long legs and the wires are facing the flat side. This part, sorry. Let's move this out the way. Take this out the way. Screws out the way. Solder or attach. Okay. Oh, okay. So good thing I kept some length in there. So they want me to attach these 2 wires on top. They want me to solder it to these wires. Okay. think I just gotta clean the tip. I just gotta. Fires to the terminals as shown. Bed on the left. Like the coldest solder joint in the world. I'll add some more later. Okay, I should have bought flux. I should put some flux on there. Okay. All right. We're solder joint. We're gonna pretend like I'm new. All right, so we soldered that in. That's like I think the only part we were resolder. So let's make sure everything's right. So I got black on the right, red on the red on the left side, black on the right side. Okay. So turn the heat fans until the screw holes are roughly aligned with the triangle notch and holder 7. With 7 right there. 8. Secure the insulated wires behind the cable. Let me heat shrink those ones. Secure the insulated unused wires behind the cable. So that notch lines up to there. Okay. Oh, wall of text. Hold the heater fan. Like so. So this one's gonna face downwards like this. I guess he wanted me to desolder this whole board off. We'll keep it on. I gotta move. I can't read that instruction. God damn. There we go. Was too simple. Okay. Hold the fan assembly and align with the back of such. Connect the single ground wire attachment to the G terminal on the power socket. Oh, do you want me to grab that ground wire? Let's read that instruction again. Connect the single ground wire attachment to the G terminal. Connect the single ground wire attachment to the G terminal of the power socket behind the fire in the fan. Then the hair fan. Try to close the lid. Down this way. Oh, so I'm basically just connecting that ground to that ground. I didn't realize that wire is behind there. So this top wire to go. There's a wire that's in here. You should probably, dude, I would probably not make that red. Sorry, I'm very, yeah, that wire says, so that's a G, that's ground, right? Usually when I associate ground, it's always green. So, but he used red. It might be, I don't know what the color coordination is, but this wire basically goes to here. I don't know why that threw me off so much. I'm trying to look for the color. Good. And then the heater fan assembly pin towards the center of the assembly so it doesn't hit the PSU. Try to click. Slowly lower the assembly, simultaneously feeding the wires and thermostat connected to the rectangular hole. Yeah. You know what? I forgot to close these ones off. Oh. Now I'm feeding the wires into this little hole. I fit it right in through there. And okay, I'm gonna scroll down. And these, pop that off. Take out that. We'll put that in here. So let's read how the wiring goes. So connect the neutral black wire with male wire to white. So black to white. Oh wait, and I'm supposed to sheath them too because I need to cover them. Good. You don't want these exposed. Definitely these wires you don't want exposed. You don't want random screws coming out like that. Okay. So black goes to. So the black wire goes. The male wire connects to the white heater wire, which is this black to white. Put that in there. Good measure. We're gonna just slide this on top. And then we'll slide this one over here. Probably should have did that way, but it's okay. There. Make sure there's a good connection there. Just bring that wire over. Okay, the heat insulation. It's a good idea testing it before applying the heat shrink. Slide the shrink to continue connectors. Don't touch. Yep. Okay, plug in the thermocouples. Plug in the power cable to the core. Okay. Hold on here. All right, I'm doing something wrong. No? There. Okay. I think is this pet G. Okay. You got to kind of line it up. I'm a little iffy on this thing. Like you'd have to lift it like this. Doesn't make, well, I mean, it's okay because it's all going to be held down anyway. So you're not going to be, I would just recommend not holding it like from here. Although I think he should just add a few. Yeah, add something here to kind of just hold on to it. Okay. Let me go back to that instruction where it says to line it up. I think am I lining it? I'm just not lining it up right. I'm not lining it up right. There we go. Oh, see, I didn't. There. Okay. Yeah, you really got to put that ground pin. You got to make sure it pulls all the way towards the middle. All right. So before turn this on, let's go ahead and make sure everything works. Wiring looks good. Wiring looks fine. Heat shrink applied. All right. It's a good idea to test the unit before applying a heat shrink. Slide the heat shrinks to the connectors. Double check. Plug in the thermal couples. So this one. Open the link. Open roast.local in your browser to see if it works. All right. Let's go plug this in. Overall, I think that install was actually pretty easy. I don't like surprisingly easy. I think I don't know. I have to nitpick. Nothing like too crazy. Maybe I'd probably use ABS over. I think he might be using PETG or just a really glossy ABS. So I can't really fault him on that. I just gotta find a plug. I don't have. Oh God, I have one. Whoa. I should plug it. Plug the power to off. This over here. Plug this in. All right. All right, let's make sure everything works. So I'm gonna turn this on over here. Good. No smoke. Fine. All right. So I'm gonna open I'm going to go to this browser. We should go to, so I got to connect. Oh, let me do that on my phone. Oh, I got to turn air on. I have to do it separately. Okay. Pick up Wi-Fi. Let's see if the Wi-Fi comes out. See all. Rostlink core. I'm gonna connect to it on my phone. Oh, set up Wi-Fi. I'm gonna wait to see if it connects to my network. I guess I could do roastlink.local. Roast link local. Oh, that's cool. All right. Roastlink.local. Hmm. 192.106.116. So 2.68.16.2. Okay, cool. It's probably because I'm not on the same mesh or whatever, but it didn't connect. So here it is. This is kind of what the interface looks like right there. So let's see how it works. Let's do controls. So let's put the fan on. Oh shit, no joke. Cool. Put the heat on. Very nice. BT is 80. All right. feel comfortable roasting on this. So that all worked. So I'm gonna let's go ahead and we're gonna stop this. Hold down too. Oh, that's fucking bad. All right, that's cool. The console mode. Yes. I fucking love it. All right. Mm. All right, so that pretty much works. Excellent. Excellent. So, oh, I can also download the profile. So let's do this. Let's go download. We can do this on Artisan as well. Although you could do it on here too, which is pretty cool as well. I think that's pretty neat. Okay. I gotta go. Oh. What's up? Let's see. Rostlink. And the manual. Where's the here's the Artisan manual. Core 2. I'm gonna download that. This. Right. Here's the setup for it. He has OTA updates. This guy's fancy with it. Oh shit, there's iBeam setup. Oh man. All right, let's do this. Open iBeam app, press add device. Yes, confirm that this roast.
Automation triggered. Set fan speed to 100%.
No. Okay, press add device. Scroll down and choose Skywalker. Oh, that's great. I love it. Let's choose Skywalker. Oh shit. No way. Rostlink 2. I'll do the Rostlink core. Will this work? Oh, no effing way. Oh, that's cool. What does drum do? Nothing. No, that does nothing, of course. I'll tell Will. I'm going to tell Will to set you up your own. I will let Will know. That's awesome. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to bring it back to the screen. So I didn't know there was a high beam mode, because that's awesome. And he did it under the Skywalker thing. I'm going to ask Will if he could just add the SR800 to this kind of setup. I think this is going to be fun, because I think it still uses the PID from whatever is on here. So let's try that. I'm going to try, because if I do it this way, then if you do it to Skywalker, then all your profiles are going to be linked with Skywalker. You don't want that trash on there. You want your own SR800 setup, which I think is, I'd love to see Rostlink on there. That kind of made my day. Cool. All right. Well, let's do a roast on high beam. Let me modify my stuff. Okay. Let's get all this junk out the way. Get this out the way. Oh, I lost a screw, so this is never going to change. So, of course, you got to drill a hole. I got to cut this part off. Make sure that goes onto there. Okay. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. This is temporary till I buy another lid cap thing. Okay. I'm kind of excited right now. I guess I should screw this back on. I'm gonna screw this on first. Let's tidy it up a bit, right? Oh, I should move that screen out the way. back. Honestly, the hardest part of the build is really just this. And you don't really need to be good at soldering. I just showcased to you that you really don't have to be that great at soldering. And as long as you get your mind out of your head or out of your ass, like me, and you know, just understand that that red cable doesn't have to be green to show that it's ground, I think you'll be in an okay spot. This is not a difficult install at all. To be more worried about drilling a hole into the top lid to put the probes in. I guess I hope he releases the files for the base, because I kind of want to print my own base. You know, do something different in terms of color, make mine look special. But you know, not print it in something stupid like PLA or something dumb like that. Something I would do, but maybe like a different kind of ABS or ASA. And then I think I don't know, I'm just a stickler about things staying put, even though it's not, you're never going to lift it up like this, right? You're probably going to lift it from the base. But if I do perchance lift it here, I feel weird that this kind of could come up, but it's not that big of a deal. I won't discredit it for that. And just personal things, I probably would. The only thing I would really change is switching out of Phillips and going to hexes, because I just like hex drives better than Phillips. I should close this off. I'm gonna turn this off. So we're just gonna shove all that in. Oh wait, I got to heat up my heat shrink too. I think this is overall a pretty cool project. Let's tuck these wires in. And this is me being like a jerk, I guess, but I probably would, if anything I would change for myself, I'm probably going to swap out the SSR. Not because it's a bad SSR. I mean, I've seen these types, the ones that claim that they're 40 amps, but they're really 20. 3D printing, building 3D printers, and sometimes I always hear like the those SSRs are so cheap that they could fall apart, but I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. I like this too, right? Wait. Oh. This is so cool. I love it. But yeah, that'd probably the only thing I would change for myself, because I have a bunch of these. Like, I bought a lot of like really expensive SSRs. Am I saying it right? Solid state relay. Okay. And not to say like medication one, not the SSRIs, but SSRs, solid state relays. I bought like a 20 pack of these really fancy 25 amp ones that are legit 25. Not like because sometimes they advertise it as 40 amps, but it's actually like 25. I want to try those ones, but I don't know if they're spec'd, and I don't know. We'll see. But let's play with this. All right. I'm excited. I got to get a new lid so I could get the full experience. Oh, gotta turn this back on. Because apparently there's Bluetooth mode on here. Do you want this application? Yes, close it. All right, now we're gonna do this on high beam. Oh, to the amp draw on this. 1,428.
Preheat flow. Auto heating to 200.0 degrees Celsius.
All right, so this is the SR800 on high beam. Oh, don't record. I'm gonna warm it up, and I'm gonna roast these beans again. Wow. Even by steps of 5, it does. You could hear it change. So let's see. I'm gonna roast 200 grams on this. Let me put the beans in. We're gonna go 250 on this. I'm gonna drop these beans in. I got one roast in me.
Preheat ended. Turn off PID.
Okay, sounds like it's doing pretty good. Oh man, my RR is plummeting. Whoops. All right, so this is doing pretty good. Plateauing a bit. 130 degrees. I might have put too many beans. I put 240 grams in, I think. Maybe like 220 grams next time, or 200 grams. It's taking a bit. God, I haven't even made it past 168. Long roast. So I think I put 250 grams this time, so that's probably what's the issue. So I'm gonna try 150, or I'm gonna try 150 next time. Or what's the max? I think the max is like 200 grams, 220 grams. Oh, it's gonna be a long roast. Ugh. Yeah, start off at a lower fan for agitation. Yeah, okay, I think I messed up by putting it full fan. I'm getting pretty good lock at lower fan speeds. First pack should be coming. Come on, where's first crack? I haven't heard it yet. Oh, there's first crack. Pretty high to be first crack. I'm gonna be wrong temp. Let me give it a minute, and then I'm gonna drop it. Drop.
Automation triggered. Set fan speed to 100%. Cooling flow. Turn on cooling fan. Turn off heater.
What's that cool? Oh, messed up. There we go. Okay, one more roast at this thing. I want to try a pea berry at 200 grams. Then I'm gonna do it one. I'm gonna do 150. I want to get a quicker roast from this. Let's try 200 grams. Cool. It's still very hot, so I'm just going to pour this into the bag. Is this cool enough? Cool enough. Okay. All right. Now, round 2. Except I'm not going to go 250 grams. I think that was too much. I'm going to shoot for about, let's going to shoot for 200 grams. See how that goes. Oh, let's swap this out. Some jumpers in there. Suck this up. Sorry, suck this out. Well, there's a lot that jumped in there. Be mindful of that.
Preheat flow. Auto heating to 200.0 degrees Celsius.
Oh, other way. Wrong way. Doing pretty good this time. All right, looking pretty good. And 67 is doing pretty good. Good. 180. Oh my gosh. Taking drawn out a little bit longer than I thought it was gonna take. So smoky. Should have used an airwave. 72. Come on. Still no first try. Where is this thing? We're off to a hot start. It got really slow. I got like the longest development time. Or the longest Malliard phase. Oh. Alright, this is taking a long ass time. I haven't heard first crack yet, so this is kind of weird. Falling asleep. I think max heats. Fans at 50%. I haven't heard anything yet. Hey, I'm gonna pull these out. Don't know what happened.
Automation triggered. Set fan speed to 100%.
Let that cool off. But so far, I do like it. I thought it does a pretty good job. Made roasting a little bit more interesting on an SR800. Especially if you get like a used one and you can kind of fix it up a bit. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it quits there. If you joined this long, I appreciate it. The long, boring stream of fixing and putting the Rostlink together, but I'm glad I got it going. Yeah. But if y'all have any questions, if you want to find a unit, I could give you a link for the Rostlink. But I've heard something. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna eat lunch, and then I gotta go clean up my house. So let me know if you have any questions or concerns. But anyways, keep roasting. We'll see ya.